Hi, everyone. I'm Colleen. Welcome back for another live stream brought to you by Princess Dental Staffing. So, today's topic we are talking about why dental hygienists make more money than dental assistants. So, if you're not that familiar with like kind of the difference between a dental hygienist and a dental assistant, or maybe you're a dental assistant and you're thinking of, going back into a program and becoming a dentalist hygienist, then this stream is definitely for you because we're going to be talking about kind of the differences between dental hygienists and dental assistants and why dental hygienists make more. Specifically, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, in 2021, the average salary for a dental hygienist was $37.41 an hour or $77,810 annually. For a dental assistant, 2021, on average, it was 18.59 per hour or 38,660 annually. Okay, so there's definitely a significant difference there. And of course, that salary, that hourly salary, that annual salary is going to change depending on the location. These are national averages, right? So it's going to depend very heavily on your location, the type of practice, if there's a specialty or something like that. There are a lot of different factors that go into this, but even seeing these national averages, we can see there's definitely significant difference. So we're going to be exploring why that is, kind of the differences between a dental hygienist and a dental assistant. On today's stream. But before we dive too deeply into that, I want to talk really quickly about Princess Dental Staffing. So, Princess Dental Staffing is an online dental job board. Their website is princessdentalstaffing.com, and they have positions available for dental receptionists, dental assistants, dental hygienists, and dentists in a lot of different areas. They've got full time available, part time available, permanent and temporary roles. So, if you have some time today, hop onto princessdentalstaffing.com, see what positions they have available in your area. You can also see how easy it is to create a profile and get your information in front of hiring managers. And you can also check out their blog, which covers a lot of the same topics that we cover in these live streams. Speaking of these streams, each week Princess Dental Staffing is bringing you a new live stream covering a new topic regarding your career in the dental industry. So be sure to follow our page or subscribe to our channel if you don't want to miss out on future streams. If you like the content we're bringing you, drop us a like. And if you want to be part of the conversation, be sure to comment below with any questions or thoughts or insights, anything that you want to add to the conversation. Okay? All right, so let's talk about dental hygienists and dental assistants, okay? So, uh, number one difference is the differences in training, right? There are different standards and requirements for training a dental hygienist and a dental assistant, okay? So in thinking about, let's first start off by thinking about, the differences in duties, right? So a dental hygienist is usually responsible for cleaning teeth, providing preventative dental care, taking x-rays, removing plaque and tartar, applying sealants, evaluating a patient's oral health, and the like. Okay, so that's kind of, what a dental hygienist does generally. Okay. Whereas on the other hand, dental assistants provide support to the dentist and the hygienist, including chairside assistance during procedures, taking patient histories, and sterilizing equipment and instruments and things of that nature. Okay, so that's kind of the difference between. And again, these are kind of like general tasks, duties, responsibilities. Of course, it's going to change a little bit from office to office, maybe even location to location. Um, but in general, that's kind of what they're responsible for. So, in when you're thinking about training for hygienist training, they have formal education. Most states require an accredited dental hygiene program in order for the dental hygienist to become licensed, right? And you got to be licensed. And these programs typically cover topics such as anatomy, physiology, oral pathology, pharmacology, nutrition, radiology, anesthesia administration, and periodontology. Okay. And these programs typically last about like 2 to 4 years or so. And again, that depends a lot on location and requirements, state requirements, and maybe even local requirements, things of that nature. So there's a lot of different factors that go into this, but generally about 2 to 4 years. Okay. Whereas a dental assistant, they go through programs that have both classroom and hands on training. And they cover topics such as dental terminology, patient communication, anatomy, medical ethics and laws, radiology, sterilization techniques, and office management. And they also require hands on training, which usually focuses on clinical duties such as taking x rays, preparing patients for treatment, and cleaning teeth. Okay. And generally, that training usually takes about a year, sometimes less. It depends on the program. Um, so it really kind of depends, but approximately a year as opposed to a dental hygienist about 2 to 4 years, right? So more training usually equals more money, right? Because you've invested more money in your training, your licensure, and all those of the sorts of things. So typically, that usually comes with a pay bump, right? And we see that across industries, not just in the dental industry, but um, that's one factor in terms of why dental hygienists tend to get paid more. Hi, KS. Thanks for the hello. Okay, so that's kind of those are kind of the differences in training in terms of licensing. Okay, so to be a dental hygienist, you have to be licensed, right? In all 50 states and Washington, D.C., you have to be licensed in order to practice. And of course, licensure takes time, money, and training, right? So, you have to invest more to be a dental hygienist, right? You've got to invest more time, more money, and obtain that licensure. Otherwise, you can't practice. Okay. And to become licensed, you have to meet certain educational and examination requirements, and that's established by the individual state's board of dentistry. Okay, so it does differ a little bit from state to state, but you have to meet those requirements in order to get licensed. And again, if you're not licensed, you can't practice, right? Generally, speaking very generally, candidates have to have graduated from an accredited dental hygiene program, passed the National Board Dental Hygiene Examination, NBDHE, and met all state licensure requirements. Okay. Now, compare that with an assistant. Okay, so licensure and registration for dental assistants kind of varies by state. 33 states require licensure or registration. Okay, and generally, in order to obtain that licensure or registration, you have to be 18 years of age and have completed an accredited dental assisting program. Okay. So, depending on the state you're in or location you're in, you may not even need a license or a registration in order to be a dental assistant. Okay. You may also need to pass the Dental Assisting National Board Certification, the DANB certification exam, or a state board approved examination to practice. Okay. And some states may require continuing education to maintain your dental assistant license, right? Licensure. Um, so really, it varies a lot depending on the state you're in. To be a dental hygienist, you have to be licensed, okay, in all 50 states and DC. If you're a dental assistant, it really just kind of depends. And there are definitely different requirements from state to state, location to location. So you'll definitely want to check those out. Um, you know, uh, via a reliable source, right? Like the DANB's website or things of that nature. Um, but they definitely differ. Okay. But to be a dental hygienist, you definitely have to be licensed. To be a dental assistant, maybe you have to be licensed or registered. Okay. All right. So let's get a little bit more into the nitty gritty of the responsibilities for a hygienist and an assistant. Okay. So for a dental hygienist, typical duties and responsibilities include things like performing thorough dental cleanings, including scaling and polishing teeth, examining gums to check for any signs of periodontal disease, taking x-rays and other imaging to help diagnose and treat issues, identifying any cavities or other dental problems, educating patients on proper oral hygiene techniques and helping them create a personalized plan, applying sealants, fluoride treatments, and other preventative measures to protect teeth, administering local anesthetics before various dental treatments, charting patient information, and updating dental health records, collaborating with dentists to plan and coordinate treatment plans for patients, supervising dental assistants, receptionists, and other staff members. Okay, so those are the typical kind of responsibilities for a dental hygienist. Let's talk about a dental assistant so we can kind of compare. Okay, so for a dental assistant, typically they will assist the dentist during patient examinations, procedures, and treatments, sterilize equipment, and set up treatment trays, take x rays, digital images, and impressions, teach patients oral hygiene techniques such as brushing and flossing, documenting treatment information in patient records, maintaining office supplies and equipment, scheduling appointments, maintaining patient records, answering the phone, greeting patients, and performing clinical duties such as filing, transcription, billing, and the like. Okay, so those are kind of the differences between the responsibilities, and again, it's going to differ a little bit from office to office, but generally that's what you can expect to do if you are a dental assistant or a dental hygienist, right? So a dental assistant is very much about assisting, whereas a dental hygienist is very, very patient focused. There's a lot more one-on-one with the patient, right? Okay. So, in terms of responsibilities, in terms of expertise, dental hygienists tend to um, get more pay due to their additional responsibilities, um, and that requires rather necessitates greater expertise in the dental field. Okay, which you can see reflected again in the training, in the requirement for licensure, and all of those sorts of things. Okay. And finally, one other factor that is pretty significant is supply and demand. Okay. So, because more is required of a dental hygienist, there are fewer dental hygienists available, right? Because the training takes longer, it's more in depth, right? So there are fewer hygienists available. It takes less time and money to become a dental assistant than it does a dental hygienist, which we've talked about, earlier in the stream. Um, so because it takes longer to become a dental hygienist, not everyone does it. So there are fewer dental hygienists, but the demand is up there, right? There's still demand for dental hygienists, even if there aren't as many. So in terms of supply and demand, that's another reason why dental hygienists can make more than dental assistants. Not only that, but the Bureau of Labor Statistics uh, predicts that between 2021 and 2031, that the number of jobs for dental hygienists will increase 9%, whereas for dental assistants during the same time period will increase 8%. Both are above average. The average is about 5% across industries, across positions across the board. Okay, but for dental hygienists, it's just a little bit higher, and that 1% is pretty significant, right? Um, so again, it's all about supply and demand. Okay, so that is another major factor when it comes to determining the pay for dental hygienists as opposed to dental assistants. Okay. Alrighty, so those are just kind of some of the major factors to think about when you're trying to determine, why dental hygienists make more money. Okay, and if you're a dental assistant and you're thinking about becoming a dental hygienist, hopefully we've provided some clarity regarding, you know, what you can expect to make or what you can kind of guesstimate to make. Again, that's a national average, so it's going to depend on location, but also what would be required of you, what would be expected of you in terms of training, in terms of responsibilities, in terms of licensing, and all of those different things. Okay, so definitely some things to think about and to consider and weigh out if you are thinking about becoming a dental hygienist. Okay. All right, so that will do it for me today, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate when people come in and comment hi and say hello real quick. So I really, really love that you guys did that. Thank you so much. So next week we will be back with another live stream. We're covering a new topic regarding your career in the dental industry. So don't forget to drop us a like or be part of the conversation by leaving us a comment. We'll be back next week, but until then, I hope you have a great week. I hope you have a great weekend. Continue to stay safe out there. I'll see you soon.